This is Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Hello viewers, I'm Tansai Gabriel and welcome to Pulse of Africa News, bringing you the latest updates from across Africa. The Horn of Africa Initiative ministerial meeting was held at the World Bank headquarters in Washington, D.C. on the sidelines of the 2025 annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank Group. The event was attended by finance ministers from the Horn of Africa countries, representatives from development partners, and the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. The meeting reviewed progress on the Horn of Africa Initiative and discussed policy actions to further strengthen regional economic integration and cooperation amid evolving global economic challenges. The session was co-chaired by Bihi Imanege, Minister of Finance of Somalia, and Nadame Diop, Vice President for Eastern and Southern Africa at the World Bank. Discussions focused on addressing key economic issues in the region, particularly borderland development, and reflected on progress made in implementing the Horn of Africa Borders Land Development Roadmap adopted 2 years ago. Ethiopia and Turkey have signed a landmark bilateral market access agreement aimed at expediting Ethiopia's accession to the World Trade Organization. The agreement, which covers trade in goods and services, was signed between Kasaun Gofe, Minister of Trade and Regional Integration of Ethiopia, and Professor Omar Bolat, Minister of Trade of the Republic of Turkey. During the signing ceremony, both ministers highlighted the importance of maintaining the positive momentum achieved through the bilateral negotiations. Kasaun expressed Ethiopia's appreciation for Turkey's continued support and constructive engagement, noting that the government marks a significant step towards Ethiopia's full integration into the global trading system.
They shaped history. They inspired generations. They are the notables.
King Mswati III has toured the Royal Jonesy Private Game Reserve, describing it as a shining example of Eswatini's commitment to sustainable tourism, job creation, and community empowerment. The king praised the transformation of the former agricultural land into a world-class ecotourism destination that benefits surrounding communities through employment and business opportunities. He commended local residents for their cooperation, stressing that development thrives when citizens and investors work together. Highlighting the importance of the nearby Jonesy Dam, King Mswati III said it plays a key role in water conservation, agricultural growth, and climate resilience, helping communities recover from the droughts of the past. King Mswati noted that projects like Royal Jonesy reflect the nation's broader goal of driving inclusive development while preserving natural resources for future generations. Sao Tome and Principe is taking major steps to strengthen its tourism sector as a driver of economic diversification and sustainable growth. Supported by the UN Economic Commission for Africa and the UN Resident Coordinator's Office, the country will host a high-level policy dialogue on sustainable tourism on the 30th of October 2025, following the technical workshop on the 29th of October. The event marks a key stage in the Tourism Satellite Account development project designed to measure tourism's real contribution to national wealth and guide future investments. Tourism is increasingly recognized as one of the most promising sectors of Sao Tome and Principe, an island nation seeking to diversify its economy beyond cocoa production and fisheries. With its pristine beaches, rich biodiversity, and unique cultural heritage, the country has strong potential to attract ecotourism and high-value visitors. However, limited infrastructure, data gaps, and inadequate policy coordination have constrained growth. Through the Tourism Satellite Account Initiative, supported by the ECA and UN partners, Sao Tome and Principe seeks to improve tourism data, boost investment, and align the sector with the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Deputy Secretary of State to the Prime Minister, Lorenzo Lopez, has reiterated the government of Cabo Verde's commitment to good governance and democracy as central pillars of national development. Speaking at the National Conference on the Praia Group on Governance Statistics, hosted by the National Institute of Statistics under the theme Data Governance and Democracy, Lopez emphasized the role of accurate independent data in building modern democratic institutions. He praised the Praia Group created in 2015 under the United Nations for establishing Cape Verde as a global benchmark in governance statistics. Over the past decade, Lopez noted that Praia Group has strengthened statistical capacities worldwide, promoted methodological innovation, and enhanced credibility in governance, data, and achievement he described as remarkable for a small island nation. Highlighting the government's strategic plan for sustainable development, he stressed that governance and democracy are central to national progress. Lopez underscored the link between quality data, transparency, legitimacy, and sustainable democracy, noting that supporting technical entities like the INE and the Praia Group reinforces state credibility and public trust. Now to business news. Rwanda has unveiled a comprehensive financial sector development strategy aimed at transforming the country's financial landscape, promoting inclusion, and boosting economic growth. The strategy centers on three key pillars: establishing Rwandan Academy of Finance to train local financial professionals, digitizing the Rwanda Stock Exchange for modernized capital markets, and expanding credit to the agricultural sector, historically undeserved by banks. Under the plan, total banking assets are projected to nearly double from RWF 8.5 trillion in 2025 to RWF 15 trillion by 2030, while private sector lending, especially to SMEs and farmers, is expected to double. The strategy also targets a rise in financial inclusion from 83% to 95%, supported by mobile banking, fintech, and rural-focused initiatives. Officials emphasize that the reforms will promote innovation, encourage new digital and challenger banks, introduce new investment products, and advance Rwanda's shift toward a cashless economy. If fully implemented, the FSDS aims to create a competitive, inclusive, and resilient financial system that powers national development and positions Rwanda as a regional financial hub.
El Dorado, a land of wealth, a future of limited possibilities. This is El Dorado. From natural rich to groundbreaking innovations, discover Africa's untapped potential. El Dorado.
Finally, Algeria is set to adopt embedded SIM technology as part of its push to modernize the telecommunications sector and prepare for the 5G rollout in the second half of 2025. Minister of Post and Telecommunications Sid Ali Zarouki described eSIMs as a major qualitative leap, allowing users to activate multiple lines on a single device without a physical SIM card. The technology aligns with Algeria's broader digital transformation agenda and aims to simplify mobile services, reduce costs, and enhance security. Challenges remain, including the high price of compatible smartphones, limited device support, and the need for operators to upgrade infrastructure and strengthen cybersecurity measures. That's all from Pulse of Africa News. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for more stories that matter to Africa and beyond.